Hi, I'm Moira Newis, and my aim is to help you prevent or recover from burnout and chronic fatigue. Today, I'm going to talk about how our body is affected by stress and fear, both of which unfortunately are common problems, especially in lockdown today, where uncertainty and fear are causing more stress and anxiety. We now know a lot about COVID and who's at risk of catching it, and how stress resulting in burnout can make your immune system more vulnerable. And this is thought to be one of the reasons why so many health professionals have been adversely affected by COVID. And why, if you are a professional under a lot of stress, you might want to consider how best you can support your health with a new outlook in 2021. In the current lockdown situation, many of us are juggling a professional career whilst working from home in less than ideal situations, adding additional stress on top of an already difficult work environment. Think laptop on the kitchen table or desk in the lounge with the kids running around and a Zoom meeting happening. Think checking your emails in bed and getting out of bed just to walk through to the kitchen to turn your laptop on before breakfast. Do any of these sound like you? Whatever your circumstances, recent surveys suggest that most of us are finding lockdown a stressful situation. You may have lost a loved one to the virus or suffered the adverse effects yourself as well. And added to this is the pervasive fear in society, played out every day in the media and felt by us when we venture into the shops or step off the path when we pass someone in the street. We no longer have a standard structure to our day working from home. Many of us are not going outside as much, with no commute necessary anymore. We no longer get to sit down with real colleagues and have a good chat or a laugh. All things that as human beings we need to thrive. And few people realise that mental or emotional stress can push our bodies into a state of physical stress, and that this is the mechanism that makes your immune system vulnerable to viral illness. Being in a state of constant or chronic stress results in imbalances in our body systems and our health. Added to this are physical and environmental stressors, such as too little exercise or too much alcohol, which put further stress on the body, contributing to the potential for health problems. So I want to explore this with you to help you understand and manage some of the potential stresses that you might be experiencing, and to help you avoid burnout and stay in good health. So, how do we respond to fear? Well, most people understand our response to fear as our body's response to threats or danger, which is organised by the sympathetic nervous system. This is also known as the fight or flight response, and makes physiological changes in our bodies when we sense fear or danger. These changes include the release of cortisol and adrenaline hormones, which increases our heart rate and breathing rate. It sends more blood supplies to our muscles and away from our digestive system, and it enhances our vision. And all of this is designed to help us fight off a predator or run away from a lion when we're under threat. Now, a little bit of stress can be a good thing. It can help us when we're competing in sport, getting married or having a baby. It makes us feel excited and improves our performance. But the problem comes when stress becomes too much and has a negative effect and becomes distress. It can build up when we're dealing with difficult situations or feel overwhelmed, and it can leave you feeling distracted, anxious, and unable to cope. Normally, within a couple of minutes after experiencing an acute stress, we should just bounce back into a normal state of relaxation, courtesy of the other branch of our autonomic nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system, and specifically the ventral component of it. In this state, our heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, muscle tension, digestion, metabolism, and immune system all return to normal. However, if the stress continues after the initial shock, then the activity of the sympathetic nervous system declines and adrenaline secretion is lessened, but some activity will remain above normal levels. If the stress continues and the body is unable to cope, there is likely to be breakdown, and we are likely to burn out. Next time, I'm going to explain more about how this stress response is linked to inflammation in our body and our immune response, something key to understand in the current climate. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, and please leave me a comment below to let me know if this was useful for you. Thank you. I'll see you next time.